I think without further ado, let's welcome our first guest on, Pauline Marol, a VP of Product at PlayPlay. Welcome, Pauline.
Hi, hello. Can you hear me well?
I can hear you perfectly well. Where are you dialing in from, Pauline?
Good afternoon from Paris.
Good afternoon. Yeah, as to say, well, SaaS is very global, and truly we can see that sort of represented here at SaaStock Sessions. Excited to see and hear your talk here, Pauline. So what I'll do, I'll leave you now. It's got 10 minutes. I'll come back in 10 minutes. I'll try and be as polite as possible when I come in at the end, and not pick you up. But yeah, I'll leave it to you and see you in 10 minutes time.
Okay, perfect. See you then. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon from Paris. I'm Pauline and I'm VP of Product at PlayPlay. And today I want to share with you the story of our founder market fit. So as a quick introduction, super short intro, we're a B2B SaaS company and we are a video maker. We empower marketing and communication teams to create high quality videos by themselves. To give you some context about the story that's coming, we were founded in 2017 in Paris. We've had 2 rounds of funding so far, a seed with 0.9 capital, as you mentioned before, in 2018. And we just closed our Series A with Balderton Capital in April this year. At the moment, we're 60 employees. We have 500 clients in 15 countries. So we're still very early in our history, and we're still very small compared to giant B2B SaaS companies. But we really are super excited to share with you the early days of PlayPlay. What is product founder market fit? So according to Louis Copé, one of our investors, founder market fit is when a founder meets a market. So it comes right before product market fit, and then there is the GTM market fit. I would say that today at PlayPlay, we've found our product market fit, and we are currently working on our GTM market fit, especially for international lands. But the story that I think is the most unique and interesting at PlayPlay is really the first phase, the founder market fit. Ironically, I'm not a founder myself. I'm a very early employee, but I have the inside look of this story, and this is what we wanted to share with you today. So how it all started. It started with our founder, Thibaut Maché, and at the time before creating PlayPlay, Thibaut was head of social media at Eurosport. So basically, he was responsible for all social media content published on all Eurosport social media accounts across Europe. And in 2016, video was just an emerging content that was becoming more and more successful and impactful. He himself suffered from the classic video production problems, frictions. Videos are long and expensive to produce. If you want to publish a video recap at the end of the day at Roland Garros, the French tennis tournament, you can't wait 3 days for your content factory or motion designers to produce the video. So when he left Eurosport to create PlayPlay, he knew exactly what he needed. Automated templates to create very quickly short videos for social media. And that's how Thibaut left Eurosport. And guess what? When he left Eurosport to create PlayPlay, his first customer was Eurosport. And that's, I would say, the second ingredient to finding our founder market fit is that we had paying customers from day one. So at the time, Thibaut, when he left Eurosport, what he wanted to do is create a profitable company to pay himself and a few friends. He was not from the tech industry and he didn't want to build a startup. So looking back, we could say that with our SaaS vocabulary, he focused really early on the willingness to pay, even before he had a product. But I think that's one of the key ingredients of our founder market fit and product market fit is that we had a very strong willingness to pay very early on. And we're talking about like significant willingness to pay, because it was like monthly amounts between like 500 and 1,000 euros. So it was quite a commitment from our very early customers. And so I would say that our customers perceived the value of the product even before the product existed. So the first customers were from Thibaut's network, and before he actually created the product, his network was super committed to the product. So then when we had all these people in France in the media industry being excited about what PlayPlay could be, well, we had to deliver the product, and we built the first version of the product really fast because we had people already waiting for it, and we really built the first version of the product without any design, but just trying to answer the friction that these people had around video creation. But one thing that is very special about PlayPlay is that we didn't have anyone technical in our founding team, and nobody knew how to code. So basically, when we built the product, our founders had to pay out of their own savings to build the product, and then to build the additional features coming on top of the product. So before like writing a single line of code, they were really questioning the value of it and the feature coming up. And they had to make sure that it would make a huge difference in our product. So in very early days, our founders were not coding all night. They were not trying out things, testing things to see what would stick and work out there. They were making very deliberate and bold decisions for the future of the company based on in-depth conversations that they had with the early adopters, based on all the conversations that we had with them, lunches, etc. And with Thibaut's network, we had access to, directors and leaders from the content and media industry in Paris. And so we were able to really build a product like step by step, being very like money sensitive and price sensitive to build the product. And the other thing is that none of us was spending time and energy on writing code. So all our time and energy was spent on talking to our users, understanding their needs, understanding the market, and building the first distribution model, like the lead generation, the pricing engine, the sales engine, etc. So I would say that this brings us to early 2018 with an ugly product that has some success in the media industry. But at the time, it was still a very small market. And when we really found our market is when we realized that there was a world outside of the media industry that our founders were coming from, where we had built a product for this industry, we had a pricing model for this industry. But then early 2018, two things happened. First, watching our customers' videos, we realized that our media customers were telling more stories than just social media snack content. They were promoting their paid membership. They were doing job offer videos or even internal communication videos. So we were quite surprised about it because we hadn't built the product for it. And then at the same time, we started receiving inbound leads from big companies in France like Orange or Crédit Agricole. And we're like, something is weird here. So instead of trying to just like sell more seats or sell the existing product to these new huge companies, we spent months and months digging up these new opportunities, talking to these people from Orange and Crédit Agricole to understand what was their need and the use cases that they were trying to solve with PlayPlay. And this is when we discovered that the market for a video maker was way bigger than what we thought it was, and that actually our market was all communication and marketing professionals. And once we had this market, we raised funds. We raised our round of seed funding. And then from that, we could build a product for this market and reach product market fit for this market. But I would say that's a different story.